Hello guys, and today I'm going to show you the 6 basic punches and how to stand the stance in boxing, because once you learn boxing it's gonna be very easy for you to learn any striking martial art, because the boxing teaches the stance, the basic footwork and head movement to move around. So after I show some boxing, then in the later videos I'm gonna show you Muay Thai too. So without any further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I'll start with the stance. For the width of your feet, you have to lunge down like this and check how much gap is there over here. You will naturally, and you have to get up. Naturally, how much gap will be there, it's enough for you. If you're slightly taller, you can keep it this way. If you're a bit short, you have to make it a bit wider than it was. So, and your feet, this, I would want you to come on a line on your tiles, which should be there, and your front foot, it should never be pointing completely straight, nor should it be pointing completely to the side. It should be in the middle. So the back foot is also the same, just like that. For me personally, I like it completely pointed to the side, but some people, depending on their body shape, would keep it a bit more pointed forward. So after that, I would want you to keep your knees bent. Knees have to never be straight. Then you would lose balance very easily. And after that, for the hands, I would want you to keep, there's a hip bone here, which everyone has. Your left hand should rest there, and your right hand over here. If you are, if your right hand is your stronger hand or lead hand, a stronger hand, then you have to keep your left foot in front if your right is strong. And it's vice versa. If your left hand is stronger, you have to keep your left foot in front like this. I can box in both ways, like this or like this. It doesn't matter for me. So after that, your chin has to be tugged. If it's not tugged, then, well, punches can reach your throat and could knock you out as well. Could knock a person out, anyone that is. So now the fun part, the first punch which you're gonna learn is the jab. This is the punch which you're gonna use the most, and it is the most useful. It may not look the best, but it is super useful. So for start, you have to come in the stance how I told you to, and you have to be very relaxed. You should never be tense in boxing, otherwise you will lose your energy very fast. So for the first punch, the jab, you have to, it's very simple actually. It should just put your hand like this in front. The mistake which I used to make is to lift the elbow and then do. It makes it super slow. I used to make this mistake, but I have corrected it. And for first, when you're starting, I would want you to just do this movement, and then once you get the hang of this, in the ending you can turn the fist. You should not turn the fist in the starting, it would reduce your power, even though jab is not really made for power. And now the second punch, which, oh, and about the jab, you can step in with it, or you can even step out with it. You can even go to the side with it, but that's in the later videos, which I'm gonna go more deep. Now for the second punch, which is the cross. So again, in the fighting stance, pivot your back foot like this. Naturally, your hip should also be turned, but if it's not turned, I would want you to turn it. And then your shoulder should be turned, and then your hand should fire out. You may ask why. Because the energy comes all the way from the ground and from the legs to the hips, then to the shoulders, and it fires the arm out. That's why martial artists have muscular legs. If the legs are strong, the punches and the kicks are naturally very strong. So after that, it should look like this. The mistake which I don't want you to make is doing this really fast in the start, because it takes a little hang for you to get the kinetic chain. It has to be a slight delay like that. People make the mistake of doing all together, which I also used to make. all together, or otherwise from here to here like this. Then, uh, yes, that's the mistake. So I would want you to keep a slight delay. Now for the third punch. This is the lead hook, means the hook with the left hand. So I would like to stand here. So for this, I would want you to pivot your foot slightly, but not as much as with the cross. Pivot your foot slightly so you can get a bit of torque. Hand super relaxed, remember. And turn your hips first. Hips first, then shoulder, and then the body should follow. To know if you're not going to know that you're not turning your hand too less or too much, your wrist should be like in this manner, like this. Now, that is the lead hook. It's pretty simple. Now for the rear hook, with the lead hand, I'm sorry, right hand. It's same like the cross. First, turn your hips. Pivot your back foot. Turn your hips. Turn your shoulder. And once you have done that, simply loosen your arm and fire it like this. You're gonna use this a little less. You're gonna use the lead hook a bit more from the left hand, I mean, and from the right hand you're gonna use less. Now for the uppercuts. I like these punches. So first left hand uppercut with the lead uppercut. Again, how you did same with the hook. Slip, or I can say pivot, bend slightly to the side, and then uh, drop your hand slightly, super relaxed, and lift it up. So you have to just lift like this. You're bending slightly, dropping your hand a bit, super relaxed, and boom, putting it up. That's it. And now for the right hand, this is way more powerful, but just a tiny bit slower than the lead hand, or I can say left hand. I want to show from here. Same like with the cross and hook. First, pivot your back foot, turn your hips, and now you would want to drop your hand super loose, and then boom, fire it up like that. So those are the 6 basic punches: the jab, the cross. I'll do from this angle: the cross, the lead hook, the rear hook, the lead uppercut, and the rear uppercut. So, and I have even shown you the stance. I would want you to practice these. In the later videos, I'm gonna show some more punches and the way you can dodge punches and move around the ring. So, till then, bye. See you in the next video.